Bonjour! Today we will be working with exponents and division. If you don't know who I am, again, this is Mr. Corcoran, and this is today's math skill I have for you. So what we have here is we have a fraction, and we have some exponents on the top as well as on the bottom. So I'm going to show you two ways of doing it, and whichever way works best for you, that's the way I would suggest you do it. I can start by doing this is just writing it out as what the problem is. 5 to the third power would be writing the number 5 3 times. The bottom says 5 squared, so I would write 5 2 times. Now, where I would suggest you go from here is I always look to eliminate numbers that are both in the numerator and the denominator spot. It saves us a lot of work. So if I see I have a 5 and a 5 here, I also have a 5 and a 5 there. They're all gone. I have nothing left at the bottom. All I have is a 5 on top. My final answer would be 5, or if you wanted to write it with an exponent, it'd be 5 to the first power. Now the second way, because I told you I'd teach you a second way of doing it, is if I look at these exponents over here, what you're going to notice is that there's a 3 here and a 2 here. And if I subtract the 2 from the 3, the bottom from the top, 3 take away 2 is 1, which is the exact same exponent I have over there. Now I'm going to give you a little bit more of a challenging problem here, and this problem reads as 9x to the third power y to the second power divided by 15x to the fifth power y to the first power. Now there is no 1 in the air, so maybe that's a habit you want to get into of putting a 1 in the air there. Let me extend this out. I'm going to take the numbers and break them into prime numbers. It becomes a little bit easier to reduce after that. So 9 is the same as 3 times 3. For x to the third power, I'm going to write, you guessed it, 3 x's. And then y to the second power, I'm going to write 2 y's. For 15, that is 3 times 5 if I break it down to prime numbers. X to the fifth power, oh, you got it. We got 5 of those bad boys to write down. We have 5 x's. And then y to the first power is just 1y. Again, I'm going to look at my numerators and my denominators, and I'm going to eliminate what I see that they both have. So I see a 3. I'm going to get rid of an x. I'm going to get rid of another x, and then I'm going to get rid of a y. Now, this can get a little bit more confusing, so let's highlight the things that are left over. I have a 3, and I have a y on top. On the bottom, I have a 5, and I have 2 x's. So this actually becomes the easy part. In terms of what I'm going to write down, I'm going to write down 3y for the top, because that's all that I have. And on the bottom, I'm going to write 5. And since I have 2 x's, I'm going to write x squared. Now, if you wanted to do it with the exponent way, again, if I look, there's 3, there's 5. Now, I can't do 3 take away 5 unless I want a negative number. So if I reverse and do 5 take away 3, 5 take away is 2, but it goes on the bottom. For the y, 2 take away 1 is 1. Now, I didn't write a 1, but if I were to write a 1, it would go right there. This has been Exponents and Division. Thanks a lot, and you have a great day.